Hi, Miss Leonard's class. It's Riley's grandpa. It's the week after Mother's Day. I hope you guys had a great, wonderful Mother's Day and got to spend a lot of time with your moms and tell them how much you love them. And I hope you're enjoying the books. We have another 2 books from Miss Leonard. They're pretty fun this week. And also the Judy Blume book. So let's start off with the first book. The first book is called The Bad Seed. So let's see what that is. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and they say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, there goes a bad seed. But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How am I bad? You really want to know? Well, I've never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. Ball into the window. I cut in line every time. That's not very nice. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentence and never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born to a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped. And it's kind of a blur. Sunflower seeds, delicious. I remember a bag. Looks like he's gonna get eaten. Everything went dark. And then, I don't know if you can see, but he's right here in a dark seed bag. A giant! I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and I hollered, "Patooey!" But I was spit out at the last possible second. I flew through the air and I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. Oh no. And when I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become an entirely different seed. I'd become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently. I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're used to being so bad. But I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen. And I still show up late. And I still talk during movies. And I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you, and I say please, and I smile, and I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad, sometimes I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. And all I can do is keep trying and keep thinking, maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not that bad anymore. I heard that. It's a story about change. It's a story about making a decision to change the type of person you are. Not change who you are, because remember, he says he still talks in the movies and stuff, but to change the type of person he is. He doesn't want people to see him as a bad seed, so he's changing. I wonder how many of you think that they can change. Make choices and decisions that are different than what you're doing now. Okay, the next one is called The Good Egg. Let's see how this one works out. I think we're going on the food theme right here. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I'll carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires, I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. So he's doing good stuff, but is he doing it right? Let's see. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. There was a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugar cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. It's kind of silly to break your stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then one fatal morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad cart, and I said, blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there, on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. Kind of like the bad seed. He was all by himself for a while, huh? But then he took walks. He read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. So he's found things to do for himself instead of trying to do everything for everybody else. So he's taking care of himself, just like the bad seed did. And once the bad seed did that, for once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. Wow, taking care of yourself is just as important as helping other people, it sounds like. So sometimes we have to take care of ourselves. I started to feel like myself again. He's got a Zen sand garden and a Zen bamboo fountain. A Zen meditation garden. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. So he's going to take time for himself, it sounds like. And then he's just going to be nice to the other eggs and not try to tell them what to do. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? How do you do, other Frank? Oh, here you go. Sure, every once in a while, everybody still has a little bit bad. But it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Nobody's perfect. Not even your mom and dad. Sometimes they make mistakes too. Yep, the old carton is back together again. We're a solid dozen. It's good to be home. Somebody's drawn underwear on his egg carton. That was a good story. Thank you, Miss Leonard. 2 very nice stories about deciding to change how you live your life. Not change who you are, just change the decisions you make, because that can affect how you feel inside. Okay, so we did our picture books. You didn't need to use your imagination. We're about to do Judy Blume. Gotta put your thinking caps on. How many more chapters do we have? I'm hoping we can finish this book before school's out. If not, we might have to do a marathon chapter read. 1, 2, 3 more chapters. Do I got? Yeah, so we got 2 more after this. 1, 2. Yep. So I think we got enough. I think I got enough. We've got time for 2 more weeks of reading, so we'll finish it off. So this one is Cucuy II. So Cucuy I was when the pain. Cucuy. So remember, the pain is lost, and they're looking for the pain at the amusement park or at the mall. They were going to go do a movie, right? Cucuy, just like that, the pain was gone. So here comes Cucuy II. That's the name of this chapter. The Great One's story was so boring. I stopped listening. When we passed Toy City, I saw a big crowd. I wondered what all the kids were looking at. I wiggled my way up front to see, and there it was, a giant robot made of Legos, walking up and down in the window. I pressed my face against the glass. That robot was way bigger than Dad. That robot was huge. It was incredible. It was the most incredible Lego toy ever. Can you believe it? I said to the Great One. Don't you wish someone would give you that for Christmas or Hanukkah? We're lucky because we have a Christmas grandpa and a Hanukkah grandma. The Great One said, yes, I would like that Lego set. How about you? What else do you wish you could have? I looked up then because that voice didn't sound anything like the Great One. And when I did, I got a big surprise because it wasn't the Great One. It was some other girl. Maybe she was in 5th grade. You're not my sister, I shouted. And she answered, did I say I was? No, but you're talking to me, I told her. You talked to me first, she said, but I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my sister. Fine, she said, and walked away. I thought the Great One was right behind me with Dad, but when I looked around, I didn't see them. Probably she and Dad were inside the store, so I went in too. It was crowded. It felt like I was swimming through an ocean of legs. Legs in shopping bags and raincoats and dripping umbrellas. I pushed my way through the store, but I couldn't find Dad or the Great One. I knew the food court and the movies were upstairs, so I got on the up escalator. I'm not supposed to go on the escalator without holding hands, but I did it anyway. And when I got off, I stood at the top and looked around. No one was watching, so I decided to go for it. I decided to do something I've always wanted to try. I walked down the up escalator. And nothing bad happened. Some people looked at me, but nobody said anything. Then I rode it back up. When I got off the escalator this time, I saw the bookstore. They must be in there, I thought. We always stop at the bookstore when we're at the mall, so I raced through the store until I came to the children's section. I was sure I'd find the Great One sitting in the chair, beanbag, reading a pile of books. Instead, who was there? The girl from Toy City. She was sitting in the beanbag chair reading. My sister likes that book, I told her. She looked up. You again, she said. Are you following me? No, I told her. Are you following me? How could I be following you when I was here first? I didn't answer. Where is your sister anyway? How come she's not with you? I don't need her, I said. I know where the food court is, and I know where the movie is too. You're going to the movie? She asked. So am I. What are you going to see? I started to say, but I couldn't remember the word. Never heard of it, she said, and she went back to her book. I left the bookstore and looked around. I was angry at Dad for getting lost with the Great One. He should know better. I started to feel funny then. I could feel the thump, thump, thump of my heart and a big lump in my throat. Suddenly I heard a voice coming from everywhere. At first I thought I was dreaming because it sounded like Dad. Jake, don't worry, son. We'll find you. You won't be lost for long. It was Dad. I'm not lost, I said. You are. Dad kept talking. Don't go anywhere with anyone. Okay, I said. If you're in a store, tell a salesperson or a cashier who you are, and they'll know what to do. Dad said. Okay, I answered again, thinking he could hear me. The way I could hear him, I went into the nearest store. It was the skate and surf store. The music inside was so loud I had to shout at the guy behind the counter. Hi, I'm Jake. Hey, dude, he said to me. You know what to do, right? Sorry, dude, I'm really busy right now. Should I wait? Up to you, dude. I decided to go up to the cashier and said, I'm Jake. I told him, cool name. My dad's looking for me. Don't worry, dude. Your secret's safe with me. What secret? Maybe I should go to another store, I said. He shrugged, whatever. Then I came out of the dude store. I saw the lights spelling out pizza, and I ran up to the counter and I said, I'm Jake. What'll you have, Jake? The server asked. You're supposed to say you found me. I told him, okay, sure. He snapped his fingers like a magician. I found you. I told him, no, not like that. What is this? He said, some kind of a knock-knock joke? I heard Dad's voice again. Jake, where are you, Jake? At the pizza place, I said, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat, okay? You said we could have pizza. Yeah, sure, kid, the server man said. He thought I was talking to him. What'll it be? I only eat white food, I told him. So you want a white pizza? Okay. We'll call you when it's ready. My name is Jake. Yeah, you already said that. Then I heard another voice saying, Jake is a 6-year-old. He is wearing jeans and a gray sweatshirt with a kangaroo on it. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's missing 2 front teeth. Please stop a police officer or security guard if you spot Jake. I sat down at a table to wait for my food, and suddenly 3 big girls surrounded me. They started jumping up and down. It's him, you're Jake, right? How do you know my name? I asked. They're only blaring it all over the mall, one of them said, and then another one shouted, we found him, we found Jake, and she waved her arms around. More people made a circle around me. A woman with curly hair called, I'll watch him, you get security. That's when I got scared. I want my dad, he said. He wants his dad, they repeated, and my sister, and his sister, they repeated like we were doing a play. Don't worry, Jake, the woman said with curly hair. They'll be here soon. Then the girl from the bookstore inched in close to the curly hair woman. She looked at me. Why didn't you say you were lost? I wasn't lost. Do you two know each other? The curly-haired woman said. Not really, said the girl. Vera, this is Jake, the curly-haired woman said. Jake, this is my daughter, Vera. I want my dad, I said again. I thought about crying, but then Dad was pushing through the crowd. The great one was right behind him, shoving people out of her way. When Dad spotted him, he called, Jake! I jumped up from the table and ran to him. He scooped me up and kissed me 100 times, and he held me so tight I could hardly breathe, but I didn't care. When he put me down, the great one said, Why did you do that? Do what? I asked. Get lost, she said. I didn't get lost. You and Dad got lost. That's crazy, she argued. You lost us. No, I said. I was looking in the window talking to you, then you were gone. No, I was walking along talking to Dad, and then you were gone, and you scared Dad so bad. I did? Yes, but you didn't scare me. I always knew you were okay. I mean, who'd want to steal you? You're just being a pain, same as always. Well, I had a really good time, I told her. So, I walked up the down escalators. Did you hear that, Dad? The great one said. Did you hear what he did? He walked down the up escalator. Well, maybe I read that wrong. He walked down the up escalator, and do you know how many times Mom told him that's dangerous? Abigail, Dad said, taking the great one's hand. Jake, he said, taking mine. Let's just be glad we're all together. Now, how about lunch? Lunch is on the house, the manager of the pizza place called. That's very nice of you, Dad said, but not necessary. I insist, said the manager. Everyone at the food court cheered. Yay! Then the great one said, I'll see that robot movie if you still want to. And I knew she was glad she had found me. Very good book. All right, so let's use your imagination. What did the Lego robot look like? What did the little girl Vera look like? What did the pizza guy look like? What did the surf shop look like? How was his hair? Was it straight? Was it curly and wavy? Was it colored? The pizza guy, was he a skinny guy? Was he a kind of a bigger guy? And what did the three girls who found him look like? Were they his age? Were they older? So use your imagination. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you guys later. Love you, Riley. Bye, Miss Leonard's class. Thanks for listening.